Perspectivelog X Lakers-fandom. Before we get to the content, I would like to thank all my subscribers for your support. If you are not a subscriber, I invite you to support the channel, subscribe, and turn the notifications on. Thank you for your support. Well, 109-98 was the end of that nightmare of a game for the Lakers. I think we had only three guys in double figures: LeBron, Kuzma, and Montrez. Kuzma had a double-double, and LeBron had 8 rebounds and 7 assists. All right, so what can we... Hello, Kent. How are you? Yeah, it was a tough game. I'm going to say something that, I don't know. I know other podcasters and other YouTubers have been saying that I'm kind of like putting not giving importance to this, but I'm doing good. I have mentioned it before. The this problem that the Lakers have of not having a mobile rim protector that can go in transition and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to divide it in the defensive problem and the offensive problem, and compare it to last year, JaVale and Dwight situation. Like this year, the Lakers last year had droughts where wouldn't score even if they could be like in an 8-foot rim, and the free throw was 2 feet away or something like that. Those droughts exist not only for the Lakers, for any team in the NBA. But one of the things that got the Lakers an advantage, that the advantage that last year, was that they defensively, they could deny any attempt to get into the paint. So it forced teams to become perimeter shooting teams. Every time they attacked the paint would close really well, and it was really difficult to get in there in the first place and score if you are in there. Once you are in there, right? We don't have that now. We have a lot of people driving inside and getting baskets, not like last year. It's becoming, and the problem defensively is this: if you get a good 3-point shooting team, they can just have somebody drive in, pull the defense to try to do to have a guy free from the 3-point line, or another player. Once you have a driver, which is one of the things that makes LeBron dangerous, is that LeBron is a driver who can pass and find the free player who can shoot from three. So if you have free, 3-point shooters, he's going to find them. And that's let me see. This doesn't have, and I don't know why it doesn't have. I think it's that YouTube is not letting me have the button for donations, and I don't know why. I don't know why, if there is a rule for that. But as far as I know, there is no donations availability for my chats. I don't know if I have to do something with them, ask them nicely, or thank you. And so this is the thing about, like, if you get thank you. So if the Lakers get a mobile center, and I know people don't really respect Mo Bamba, but Mo Bamba would be excellent because he's young, because he's a shot blocker, he's mobile, and also he can shoot a three. It's not the biggest 3-point shooter, but you have a guy who's up there in the 7-footer area who can jump high, and that's the other thing. That's what I was going to say. I mean, you had Dwight and JaVale that on one side they were mobile, they could defend really well the paint, and on the other side they could run and just throw a loft pass to them. And even if the Lakers wouldn't be offensively doing great in shooting, loft would be something that they could just dunk the ball on anybody. We don't have that now, except for Montrez and Anthony Davis, and we don't have Anthony Davis right now. And I believe one of the reasons we don't have Anthony Davis right now is because we don't have a mobile center that can take away some of that scoring pressure with loft passes by LeBron James. And I don't know why he's now not being used much, but he is a great prospect, and it would benefit him to get into the Lakers. And we have a space for him. And if we would have to trade somebody, we also have that. We can trade McKinney, and we have a space that we need to fill anyways. We have the we're gonna have the mid extension, and yeah, I think so. I think the Lakers will be in the finals, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about. I heard about people not liking Frank Vogel rotations, but we gotta think about this for a second. He did know that he wasn't gonna have Anthony Davis. What he didn't know is that he wasn't gonna have um, uh, Schroeder. That was a surprise for them. LeBron James didn't even know it when he was doing the pregame interview. Somebody told him there. So when you have that, then you have to start to scramble rotations, and that's why I attribute all the weirdness in the rotations for Vogel, because he was trying to see what works without AD, and now he had to adjust to not having also Schroeder. Which other basketball team I would root for if I would have to? Like, you mean probably like if the Lakers wouldn't make it to the finals? I don't know if I root for any team in the West. And my favorite team in the East have always been the 76ers. But if it was between the 76ers and the Lakers, I obviously would choose the Lakers. But if I would have to choose to pick a different team, I'd probably pick the 76ers. Not the Clippers. I don't think I would root for the Clippers. I never was interested in rooting for that team. And after all the nastiness, I'm pretty sure I would prefer the Clippers would not be in LA. Yeah, I think, yeah. This is the thing. This is, the thing with, though when I started, watching the NBA, the Lakers were my favorite team, and they were battling the Sixers. I was a really big fan of Dr. J too. So to me, though I was, a Lakers fan from where I can remember, I would prefer the Sixers over the Celtics or any other team, aside from the Lakers. So also, I was a big fan of Charles Barkley when he started, and he was in the Sixers. So yeah, that would be the team that I would root for if the Lakers don't make it to the finals. But I'm really hoping the Lakers make it to the finals. Now, it would be interesting to have a finals between the Lakers and the Sixers, because there's already history uh, there, and um, I do. I would like to see the Sixers get into the finals. Uh, Embiid, uh, pretty much. I mean, they have Embiid is the the star, but they have Tobias, they have um, I can't remember his name, and he's like the their point guard. Uh, uh, what's his name? I love his passing and his even he does when he doesn't have Ben Simmons. Oh my goodness! Thank you, Ben Simmons. They have Seth Curry. It's a good team. It's a really good team. It's a finals type of team. They have Dwight, and it, it's a bittersweet thing because Dwight is in a great team, and I like Dwight a lot. And you know, in the Lakers, I think, like if you see my shows back in when the finals, when the Lakers won the championship, one of the things I said that the Lakers, uh, as a priority, they had to keep Dwight, and I don't know why they took so long to give him a proposal, you know, and so that was a mistake that we are paying for right now. I believe it. Did you trade Embiid for LeBron? Not trade. Oh, um, the whole team, uh, maybe except for Davis and LeBron, money. I don't know. We can't even get picks to trade right now. Um, I don't know. Um, I mean, you could make the case of trading Embiid for Anthony Davis. I just don't think the Lakers want to do that. Um, and I don't know. It's a difficult proposal because uh, yeah, it was weird because I think it was a miscommunication. Um, and I think Dwight, what Dwight had so much trouble to get into a team the year before he became a champion with the Lakers, then I think he was afraid uh, that the Lakers would living, uh, outside of the team. Nobody would pick him up. And I think that when Philly approached him, he was like, "Oh yeah, going there. I'm going there." And I think there was some. Well, I'm pretty sure he. I mean, they are doing great, and I think also one thing that benefits him with the team chemistry is that he is not the only ex-Laker there. Danny Green is also there. Danny Green is a great guy, and um, he thought the Lakers were going to stick together, that same championship team, and it didn't happen. Obviously. Um, what would I do to meet LeBron? Um, I don't know what I can do. Hopefully, get such a huge podcast that he decides to be interviewed by me. Aside from that, I don't know how much power I can amass to meet him. Maybe be lucky and get into some sort of I don't know, some contest to meet LeBron. So what I would say about uh, the Sixers, I don't think the Nets have enough to beat the Sixers in a series. You know, I don't think so. I mean, they had a great game tonight, beat us up really badly, but I thank you, and I hope you are right about that, because that would be excellent. That would be excellent. So, you know, to me, the keys of the game tonight were a lot of people criticized Vogel for the rotations, but not knowing that one of your regular players is hey, I'll remember you. I'll remember you. And so the Lakers um, tonight they showed that they need a rim protection. They need somebody mobile who goes around in the paint. They need um, they need to open their perimeter in a different way than what they are doing it with Gasol. All right. Okay. Thank you. Have a good one. Peace out. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Also, I hope you have a little bit of good insight about see. Have a little bit of insight. I mean, it's easy to criticize Frank Vogel for the rotations, but when you are ready to go to a game and then you realize that another of your regular players are not, they're not going to run. It's not an easy task to then kind of rally your team and say, okay, forget what we were going to do. This is what we are going to do now. All right. And this is have to happen. And this other thing have to happen. And you have to rotate that way and help on the defense on this, all that kind of stuff. If it happens after watching film, you have to do things on the go, right? And it's not going to be perfect. All right, so this is going to be it for me. May God bless everybody in this chat. Ken, thanks for chatting with me. And man, hey, be good to each other. Take care of yourself and others. And may God bless. Go Lakers. Bye-bye.